This is my speech on abortion. It's a persuasive speech, and it is on abortion. Now, the topic of abortion is usually discussed only behind closed doors, the closed doors of an abortion clinic. Abortion is one of the largest money-making bids that there are out there. People don't understand that there are other options to abortion, such as adoption, that they don't have to go through with an abortion. Many wealthy people are actually in support of abortion. Places such as the Susan G. Komen Foundation is a huge supporter of Planned Parenthood, and Planned Parenthood is the largest abortion organization in the entire world. Now, abortion is a choice as well. We all know. You can be pro-choice. Everybody says that they're pro-choice. However, what choice does the baby have? What choice does that unborn child have? If it's all about choice, then why not think about the baby and what choice that it has? It doesn't have any at all. Now, the child that's being aborted, it could have been the next scientist. It could have cured HIV. It could have cured cancer. When you abort a child, you're changing the destiny of the world and what that child could have brought to this world. Now, the effect that abortion has on a woman, so many different effects. They have guilt and shame and pain for the rest of their lives. Some women aren't even able to have another child because they had an abortion that didn't go quite right. In an article by Matthew Clark, for instance, Planned Parenthood was actually caught advocating post-birth abortion. Now, the lobbyist testified before a state legislature that the decision whether to provide for a baby that has actually survived an abortion and is on the very hard, cold metal table, alive, breathing and alive, it's up to the doctor and the patient to decide whether to go ahead and murder that child, whether to go ahead and kill that child. And that was in an article by Matthew Clark. Now, there's a lot of other things that go on. Abortion is murder, especially when the baby is born alive. It's murder. Now, in an article by Rob Schwarzenwalder, not a person is decidedly unscientific argument when people say that, oh, it's not a person yet. It has nothing to do with science, and it has everything to do with someone's own moral or political philosophy, though that someone may not readily admit it. Here's a good time to recite the scientific proofs, and maybe to make a philosophical point of your own. We're either persons or we're property. Now, even the staunchest abortion defender will be reluctant to call a human child a piece of property. So if you put that in your head, we're either a piece of property or we are a human being. Well, an unborn child, of course, isn't a piece of property. It's a human being. The right to life is unalienable. Now, this article, it was written by Paul Pocker. It's pulled from an article written by Paul Pocker, that the right to life is unalienable. It's unconstitutional to kill something as innocent as an unborn child. It's the right to not be killed, the freedom to be born and to live. The right to life is the right to be able to breathe, to run free, and to live as life should be. Take a moment and decide. Maybe you have someone in your life that's thinking about abortion, or maybe you yourself are thinking about abortion. Remember the consequences. There could be a botched abortion in which that baby could be maimed. It could be handicapped for the rest of their lives. It's really not a choice. You have a choice. You do have a choice, yes. You have a choice to adopt a child out to people that cannot have a child, but not a choice to kill another human being. That's not a choice. Thank you so much for listening today, and I hope you make the right decision.